good morning and that, or good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever. Celine Driver once again, doing a walking and talking with Celine Driver video. And today, I am breaking in my new selfie stick, or as I'm going to call it, the Battle Angel Get a Selfie Stick Old Man Memorial Selfie Stick. That's kind of a mouthful. But thank you, Battle Angel, for the semi insult, as it were, that got me to buy one of these damn things. And it's a fancy one, too. Got a Bluetooth remote, so I can turn the camera on and off with a little finger point down here. Anyway, the only thing I'm worried about is A, is the sound going to be all right, and B, are my neighbors going to think I'm nuts talking on my phone on a stick. Good morning. Now I'm walking in my neighborhood, so you'll hear a lot of traffic because it's 7:45 in the morning or something like that, and people going to work, people taking their kids to school, stuff like that. Anyway, got my Kyle effing Busch hat on. A little change up today. Maybe I can move that out a little bit. No, move it in. I'm still trying to figure out what the right angle is for this. Maybe it's that, so you can see some nice background. I live in a great neighborhood, very pretty. Anyway, these videos are just going to be, I'm going to try and keep them 10-15 minutes, something like that, talking about things that just pop into my head. I don't get the same audience level as Pigskin Pete when he does his walking and talking videos, because his channel's bigger than mine and he's probably more interesting than I am. But I love to talk, so I'll talk, and if nobody listens and nobody comments, I'll keep talking. I'll keep walking. So I was thinking about a subject for today, and it occurred to me that, with all that's going on right now in our little old world, I have a little bit of advice for you folks. You can take it, or you can leave it, or you can tell me I'm a goof, or you can tell me I'm right. I don't really care. I'm going to keep doing it my way, because that's the way I do. And you may or may not have noticed, thanks to the current so-called leadership in the world out there. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Anyway, a kid just looked at his mommy in the golf cart and said, "Look at that guy." So whatever. You may or may not have noticed that there's a supply problem out there in the world. There's inflation in the world right now. Things cost more. I think, let's see, latest statistics show gas is up about $1.50 a gallon or even more since January of 2021. We all know what happened in late January. Good morning. 2021. So we all know what happened then. Food prices are up. Supply is down. I would advise a few things to you. Now, I give my advice as a person. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not an economist. I'm not a supply chain expert, but I am a thinker. And I do see things going on. And I have advice. My advice as a as a person is, first of all, I would advise you to get out of debt. I realize that everyone carries some debt in their lives. House payment, car payment. Those are major debts, and they're kind of hard to get out from under because they are long-term debts. And in some cases, that kind of debt can be used to benefit you financially. Tax write-offs and that sort of thing. But I would advise, get out of your credit card debt. Clear down as much debt as you can while interest rates are still low, while the dollar is actually still worth a little bit, while you still have a job in some cases. I would get out of debt before what's coming hits. I would definitely advise that. I would also advise, and I've done this myself, I would advise some kind of investment in precious metals. Physical precious metals, stuff you can actually store, not stuff on paper, which to me is dangerous. I've done this because it's right for me. It's something I've thought about and I've researched, and I've done it. It's a hedge against crazy. It's a hedge against our dollar being deflated so badly that it's not even worth printing them anymore. That's my advice on that. I mean, get out of debt and make sure you have something real and tangible in your portfolio, if you want to call it a portfolio, or under your mattress, if you want to call it that. Also, I know it's more expensive now than it has been for the past, about 30 years. But when you're at the grocery store, and I mean, don't go crazy doing this, but when you're at the grocery store, the stuff you normally buy, whether it's pasta or whether it's rice or soup or anything that can be stored long term, buy one extra. No, don't go crazy. I mean, don't buy every single packet of toilet paper on the aisle or something like that. But I would say, as somebody who prepares, yes, okay, you want to call me a prepper, call me a prepper. I don't give a shit. But as somebody who is used to preparing and storing food, water, fuel for cooking, something like that, because I live in a hurricane zone, I can tell you that the peace of mind of having food around, having water, having a way to cook your food that doesn't rely on electricity or anything like that, the peace of mind that you get from having that around is immense in a crisis. I mean, a hurricane hit my area a few years ago, and I was able to feed myself, my kids, my parents quite easily for several days until the power came back on. And that was one less thing we all had to worry about. So if you see that, if you go to the store and you buy that box of Kraft macaroni and cheese, grab an extra box. Just set it on the shelf and have it if and when the supply chain gets so screwed up that it ain't on the shelves anymore and food becomes harder and harder to find. Just a little advice from somebody who's been there and done that. Because in my humble opinion, we got some hard times coming up ahead of us. And it's better to have it and not use it right away than not to have it, in my opinion. Now, you can take that opinion any way you want. Anyway, I just thought I would give you some advice from things that I see out in the world. Hope you found the information useful. Hope you found this walk and talk enjoyable. Look at that beautiful background. I love my neighborhood. Gorgeous. And I like this selfie stick. So thank you, Battle Angel, for the suggestion that the old man go out and buy himself a piece of technology. All right. Y'all have a good rest of the day.